Pierre Curie came to see me and showed a simple and sincere sympathy with my student life. Soon he caught the habit of speaking to me of his dream of an existence consecrated entirely to scientific research, and he asked me to share that life. Radium is not to enrich anyone. It is an element, it is for all people. My husband and I were so closely united, by our affection and our common work, that we passed nearly all of our time together. Life is not easy for any of us. But what of that? We must have perseverance and above all confidence in ourselves. We must believe that we are gifted for something, and that this thing must be attained. A scientist in his laboratory is not a mere technician, he is also a child confronting natural phenomena that impress him as though they were fairy tales. I am among those who think that science has great beauty. You must never be fearful of what you are doing when it is right. Nothing in life is to be feared, it is only to be understood. Now is the time to understand more, so that we may fear less. All my life through, the new sights of nature made me rejoice like a child. One never notices what has been done, one can only see what remains to be done. First principle, never to let one's self be beaten down by persons or by events. You can't only analyze the data you have. Be strategic about what to gather and how to store it. I am among those who think that science has great beauty. A scientist in his laboratory is not only a technician, he is also a child placed before natural phenomena which impress him like a fairy tale. Humanity also needs dreamers, for whom the disinterested development of an enterprise is so captivating, that it becomes impossible for them to devote their care to their own material profit. Just remember you will find that one special love, that you know is right but for some reason just doesn't last. It was like a new world opened to me, the world of science, which I was at last permitted to know in all liberty. So perished the hope founded on the wonderful being who thus ceased to be. In the study room to which he was never to return, the water buttercups he had brought from the country were still fresh. I am one of those who think like Nobel, that humanity will draw more good than evil from new discoveries. During the course of my research, I had occasion to examine not only simple compounds, salts and oxides, but also a great number of minerals. The first experiments on the biological properties of radium were successfully made in France, with samples from our laboratory, while my husband was living.